And we have breaking news in the Gabby Petito case. The FBI confirming tonight the body found at Grand Teton National Park is hers. Meanwhile, a huge search in a 25,000-acre nature preserve in Florida once again is on the front burner in the search for Brian Laundrie, Petito's fiance. And good evening, everyone, at 6 o'clock. I'm Bill Ritter.
And I'm Liz Joe. And now that Gabby Petito's death is confirmed, the question tonight remains, where is her fiance, Brian Laundrie? Investigators did a methodical search once again of that massive nature reserve near his home in Florida.
While the FBI is calling her death a homicide, it has not yet released the cause of her death. At the site where the body was found, someone made a cross using stones.
This as the massive search continued for Laundrie today. Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Thorne is at the search site in Venice, Florida, which is about an hour's drive south of Tampa. Kristen.
Sade and Bill, the FBI is now listing Brian Laundrie as a person of interest in Gabby Petito's murder. For all this time, he has been a person of interest in her disappearance, and now it is in her murder. The coroner out in Wyoming has ruled the manner of death homicide. The cause of death has not yet been determined, and that could take a few days. So essentially what that means is that the coroner knows that Gabby Petito was murdered. How exactly she was killed has not yet been determined. Meanwhile, this has now really turned into a manhunt here at this Carlton Reserve here in Venice. We reached out to the Laundrie family attorney for a statement on these developments about Gabby Petito being identified, about the manner of death being homicide, and he gave us a statement. It is 5 words. It reads, "May Gabby rest in peace." Just an hour ago, the FBI confirmed the remains found Sunday in Wyoming are indeed that of Gabby Petito. The manner of death was listed as homicide. The FBI said in a statement, "The FBI and our partners remain dedicated to ensuring anyone responsible for or complicit in Ms. Petito's death is held accountable for their actions." Meanwhile, the search continues for Brian Laundrie in a 25,000-acre reserve in Florida. It's hard work, but police know they have no choice but to do it with every bit of equipment and animal power they have. There's a team of law enforcement personnel in the reserve.
We'll mix the resources and deploy them out so that if they encounter flooded areas or terrain that they can't access with these wheeled vehicles, we'll deploy our drones directly out into the wooded areas.
The area they're searching in the Carlton Reserve today is a 20-minute drive from Brian Laundrie's parents' home. Brian's parents say their son went into the reserve last Tuesday morning. The Laundrie home in Northport, Florida was quiet today until Brian's dad, Christopher Laundrie, left the house in the afternoon before quickly returning. Meanwhile, 500 miles away from the Carlton Reserve, police today in Okaloosa County, Florida, searched a wooded area in Baker. A resident there notified police after capturing an image of a man resembling Laundrie on his trail camera on September 20th. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office says they did an extensive search of the area and found nothing of note. When we asked the department if this could be considered a sighting of Brian Laundrie, a spokesperson said until Brian is located and in custody, the possibility hasn't been ruled out. The search for Brian is intensifying, it seems, every minute. This afternoon, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said he deployed law enforcement with the state's Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission at the request of Northport Police to the reserve. We did indeed see in the sky today over the reserve several Fish and Wildlife Conservation helicopters. The only people who knew, at least at some point, where Brian was are his parents. In fact, everyone would like to know how much they knew about Gabby's disappearance as well and when they knew it.
If you're going to charge the parents, you can't just charge them for not cooperating. You can't charge them for not being particularly helpful. You would need to find some level of obstruction of justice. You would need to find that they actually told the police something that wasn't true in an effort to obstruct the investigation.
We did not hear anything officially from the Petito family today. The lawyer for the Petito family on Long Island says they are not going to be speaking with reporters until Gabby returns home to Long Island. I did, however, have a conversation a few hours ago with Joseph Petito, Gabby's father. Again, this was before all of these recent developments, but at that point he was telling me that he just wants everyone to know that he is so thankful that everyone helped to get his daughter home. Liz, back to you.
People were hoping that she would be coming home alive. All right, Kristen, thank you very much.